What's going on, guys? My name is Chaos Pro, and today we're going to be featuring the brand new, highly anticipated card, War Machine. Alrighty, so welcome again. My name is Chaos Pro for those that are new, and today we're going to be discussing this really fun, awesome deck. We're going to be talking about the brand new card, War Machine, and giving a slight review, as well as some other things. But before we do, and before we talk about any of this, if you guys can, it'd mean so much to me if you guys can please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as I work very hard to make you guys daily Marvel Snap content. With that being said, let's discuss the card War Machine. I'm going to give you my personal thoughts on basically what I think of him. Is he worth it? Things like that. So at first glance, I thought this card was going to be absolutely absurd. I thought it was going to be really good. And to be honest, I did have some pretty hardship in terms of I didn't draw the card for the first couple of hours of me playing it. I like to call it first day no draw syndrome. It's a thing. It does exist. And but finally, once we started to figure out and start to play him and to start to do certain different types of decks, we did explore a lot of different decks. I tried some different ones where I was doing a lockdown mechanics. I was doing some different types of, in general, just trying to cheat out certain things. And although it felt good, I didn't find absolute synergy with him all of the time. My honest review with him is I do think he is a little overhyped, just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just a tiny bit. I do think that he is a phenomenal card, by all means, and I don't want you to think that he is not. But what I mean by he is a little overhyped is that I feel like he's essentially more of a tech card, and he is kind of telegraphed. When you play War Machine, it does kind of tell your opponent your game plan and that you will be reaching into other lanes. So I did notice that whenever I played him, I actually found out that a lot of times my opponent would retreat. I even got mad at one point because I couldn't even play a game where I could see his effect go off, just because his ability was kind of telegraphing. Like, I'd lock a lane down, I'd play War Machine turn 5. So I will like to see this card in the end. I'd like to see him, see what is to come of him in the future. Hopefully there'll be ways of not show, essentially, keeping your, it's essentially, I'd like to see him become more unpredictable, but in the end, I do think he's a really, the best way to explain him is he's a very interesting tech card, somewhat like Legion, where instead of changing lanes, you're more about getting into unreachable areas, and that's how I see him as of right now, but it's still early, so time will tell. So I want to go ahead and start talking about this deck. This deck, surprisingly, I actually found while playing, I saw about 2 or 3 different people playing this deck, and I didn't necessarily lose to it, but I thought it was pretty interesting. So I went on Snap.fan, I looked up Black Knight and War Machine, found this deck, and it seemed to be, about 500 games played. It seemed to be pretty popular. As I played it, I actually found out that this is a deck I believe somewhat close to around the deck that Cozy made. Cozy runs, Cozy Snap is another prevalent YouTuber, and he runs, it's pretty interesting. I always notice that anytime something's really strong, it's usually Cozy Snap runs about 30% of the market share for the meta. So shout outs to him if he was the creator of this deck. I'm not sure. I haven't checked out his video, but if this is his deck, it's pretty good. I saw that he posted it on Twitter. But for the most part, this deck seemed to be pretty awesome. I played it, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about how to run this thing. So at first glance, this is a very interesting deck because War Machine allows you to cheat out about 3 to 4 different cards in this deck. Yes, you're going to be able to play Giganto in the middle lane or the right lane freely, and the Infinite in general usually pretty early on. And I'll explain it to you like this. You have the Black Knight and Blade to cheat out one of your big cards. If you get it, this has a very interesting playline. You're able to play Ebony Maw in just about any lane that you want, and sometimes you can even play him really early on, and you're able to reach in those lanes pretty comfortably. The goal in mind is that you want to basically use Hope Summers in the sense that you want to essentially play her down and then play War Machine into Hope Summers, especially if you have, like, say for instance, if you don't pull the Zabu, you can essentially play War Machine out on Hope Summers by turn 4, which will allow you to play either Giganto or Infinite in a separate lane. And it's pretty cool because you can actually play it behind cards like Ebony Maw, or in general, a really rough lane that you normally can't reach into. And it's pretty good, to say the least. The other things that you have is that you have Zabu, and you have the play lines, for instance, like Lady Sif and Ghost Rider, to play out certain things. You're able to play that Coal Obsidian into one of those 1-cost lanes. So you have a lot of good play lines where you're essentially, you know, playing Coal Obsidian in a 1-cost lane, as well as cheating out a card like Ghost Rider, you know, with your Giganto or Infinites. I even used a Ghost Rider at one point for Shang-Chi, and it worked out for me pretty well. This deck has a lot of great play lines. Just keep in mind, it is kind of linear at times. It's definitely a more one-lane focused versus spreading out. Even though War Machine is technically a good card for reaching vertically, or horizontally, as I say, you do find yourself only really being able to play one card, you know, strong wise in those lanes, so make it count. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and showcase some of the video footage of basically, you know, this awesome brand new card. Again, thank you for making it to the end of this, you know, description portion of the video. Let's get into the games. Danny Boy guy again. What was he playing? Werewolf, huh? Wow, I haven't seen a deck like that in a hot minute. I think I'm gonna do this.
Clear for takeoff.
I do that. I don't want to be Shang-Chi'd here at all, so damn, this is nuts. The fact that I'm gonna pull this off is crazy. I just hope we don't get Goliath. I don't think it matters. I don't think we're gonna get Goliath. He can't. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Dr. Doom. This is crazy. Look at this. What the heck? If it can win you the game, it doesn't win you the game. That's pretty good. I like it, bro, because you can just slap it in. Boom. Boom shakalaka, dude. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. Do that.
Opponent snapped.
So true. Yeah. Should I get Nico or War Machine? I would say War Machine's probably a lot cooler because he's the new card, but Nico's so versatile. You could slap her into any deck. Honestly, dude. Wow, I get a free card. this a lot. You think he Shang-Chi's me? And what's he playing? Is it going to be a Jeff? Yeah, it's going to be a Jeff. He has to, right? I think I play it now or never, honestly. I could do this into this. Because, yeah, even then. The thing is I don't get to play Infinon at that point. So... do I do this and this? Actually, you know what? I think I might just do that. And then we just bring them back with yeah, you know what? I like this play here. The only problem is that I can't play Cole in the middle here. That's the problem. I know I'm gonna get Shang-Chi'd, so I think I just do that and that. We take the bullet on the left, and then we just play him. I think he's gonna Shang-Chi me back. This is kind of funny. Vision? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Got a big Thanos now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this and this. It's more power, technically, to play the Cole Obsidian and Ghost Rider, but I want to play 2 lanes, so I want to play 2 lanes. I think in general, I think we win this. Potentially. We'll see. Wow. We win the tiebreaker. That's crazy. He moved everything. Oh, snap. K9. Yeah, well played, well played. Sucks. Yo, let's get it. What's up, Wolf? And he played Ebony Maw. That's so funny. Yeah, rescue. That's a bummer. He can't. Neither one of us can play into our cards. Zabu, yeah, it'd be like that, but we still have super flow, so we're chilling. He can't play anything into his because he can't play anything guaranteed strong into his because of Lockjaw. On the other hand, we don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's a good card to have. Fortunately, I still have a bigger card than he does. Yeah, it's fine. The Blob. Suck if I get Shang-Chi. Boom, shakalaka. Hope I don't get what did he get? War Machine, Giganto. So I think that's all his biggest cards, honestly. I think that's actually all of his biggest cards. He can't play an Infinite in the middle. Unless he has some kind of cheat. I don't think he does this. I'll stay in chat since me sick and no school tomorrow because me sick. For sure, dude. Dr. Doom. That was his best play. But sadly, War Machine clutches up. Hey, look, we finally have War Machine in our hand. I have to say, I have legitimately only played the card 3 times today, and I want to say I've played close to 100 games. It's really rough because I have first day non-draw syndrome. Rough, man. It's rough out here. That's his whole hand. Right off the bat. Oh, it's kind of rough for him. Not even gonna lie. This is good. Proxima, okay. Oh, actually. I think we just play the Infinite now. Play it on here.
Hello, so happy.
This is good. I could play this into this. I think this is probably the best play we can do here. Oh, that's rough. We called it. Boys, we called it. Bring back the boy. That's funny. Okay, we got the War Machine up and ready to go. I'm gonna do this. I think this is probably gonna be okay. We're never gonna be able to play in this location anyways. So I'm just gonna play that, and then we can just play whatever we need to later on into that location if needed. Like this. Righty, alrighty. See, he thinks he's gonna win that location, but he's not. We can now just get into that location, and that works out for us just fine. I like this. The only thing about this that is rough is that I don't have a source to get into that middle lane. That's the only rough part. So we're gonna need like to Ra Shang-Chi or something in the middle. Vision? Yeah, it's not enough, buddy. We do that. Oh, he's in retreat. That's funny. I dig it. We'll take that. We'll take that as a dub. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you guys can, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.